Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Welcome back. We're going to check on the pies that should be ready. Excuse me. I'm going to move some stuff around a little bit. Kind of get out of the way. Maybe I'll stick it over here. Oh. Excuse me. So it's been in the oven like 55 minutes to an hour. It technically should be done because the instructions, if I read it right, mentioned 40 or 50 minutes. Actually, it might have said 40. So hopefully it's not burnt. It doesn't look like it is. My goal was to cook it just long enough. So actually, that's looking pretty sweet. I don't know. Should I have? I think it's done. Yeah, LDG. Let me. Excuse me. I think it may, in fact, be done. I'm kind of tossing around the idea of maybe cooking it longer or increasing the temperature just to try and brown it further. But if you look at this one, it's got some of the filling bubbling up. So it may be done enough, actually. I think what I'll do is I'll try and cut into one. Excuse me. And then maybe pop the rest of it in the oven and let the residual heat from the oven continue heating it a little further, you know? I did 350 degrees for an hour, and that includes 5 minutes of preheat time. So let me see if I can possibly cut a piece out of here. The problem is I did start with diced canned peaches, and consequently that plus the liquid in it, it might result in it being too fluid. In other words, at least with slices of fruit, it'll be more chunky and easier to keep together, if you will. I'm not going to use any special tool like a specific pie cutter. Whoa, shit. All right. Okay. All things considered, It still looks pretty good. I mean, I could have put more. I could have put more peaches in it to make it fill it out more. But all things considered, it still looks pretty good. And wow, look at that steam. I don't know if you can see the steam, but it's coming out hot, hot, hot. We got crust. Here's the edging where I press the edge of the crust with the tines of the fork. We'll see. Man, it looks hot. If I added more pie, I would have needed to add more cobbler mix, which is, more of the spices. Things like cinnamon, nutmeg, possibly cardamom. I'm trying to think what other spices they would add in a peach cobbler mix. Yeah, it turned out good. I dig it. If you look at the pie, it actually is staying pretty much intact. It's not spilling out as I thought it would spill out. Oh man. Actually turned out better than I thought it would. I was able to drain just enough of the juice from the canned peaches so as not to make everything too soggy. And it was definitely important to pre-cook the bottom crusts by themselves in the oven for 400 degrees for 13 minutes. It looks like the crust is thoroughly cooked. Both the bottom and top crust. Which you're typically going to have with a cobbler. Some people make a cobbler where you have the bottom crust, and then you have the peach filling, and then on top, instead of a second crust, you put like a crumble mix, which I think is white sugar, brown sugar. Wait, hold on now. Is there flour in it? There might be flour, unless it's cornstarch. I think it's flour though. But you mix it all together, and then it forms these small little clumps, and then you pour the crumbs, the clumps all over the top of the cobbler. Check that out. Man, delicious. All right, all right. Mmm. Mmm. I'm sorry. I gotta get one more slice. And then I'll stick them in the oven so that the residual heat can cook it just a touch more. Not that it necessarily needs it, but just for the fun of it. Oh my gosh, yum. My goodness. Woo-wee. Yeah, turned out good. And like I said, I've traditionally made pies and really stuffed the filling. So it would effectively form a mound on top. But I'm trying to keep in mind my type 2 diabetes. And technically, I should probably only stick to a single slice of pie as well. Let's put this back. All right. And there we have it. Peach cobblers. Right on. Worked out well. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. And if you want to catch the replay on the making of it, definitely check out the previous stream. And I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.